An expert explains 5 possible reasons why you might dream about an ex. It can be very incongruous whenever you find yourself waking up from a dream with your ex in it. However, the implications that you might be thinking of surrounding this dream might not necessarily be what's true. That's all according to the professional assessment of Laurie Quinn Lowenberg, an expert dream analyst and author. If you're curious to find out why your ex has been invading on your sleep lately, then it might be best for you to read along and learn. 1. This is what it means if you dream about falling in love for the first time. It doesn't really matter how long it might have been since the two of you got together and broken up. It's still perfectly possible for you to dream of the moment that you first fell in love. And what you have to know about this dream is that the way that your ex conducts themselves isn't really how they're in real life anymore. They are more of a representation of what a fresh and young love is going to feel like for you. In this dream, you're not really reuniting yourself with an ex. You're reuniting yourself with a feeling of falling in love with someone for the first time. You're just trying to reminisce a feeling that you haven't really felt in the longest time now. That doesn't necessarily mean that you want to get back together with your ex by any means. 2. This is what it means if you dreamt about an ex that you have had recently. If you have had a dream about a recent ex, then that might be just your subconscious way of trying to cope with the breakup. You might still have some emotional wounds that you don't even know are there. Try to look back and ponder on the details of the breakup. What was it like? Was there a lot of animosity and turmoil? Was it relatively smooth and uneventful? Are there certain feelings or issues that you feel like were never addressed by either of you? If you try to really think about the way that things turned out for the two of you, you might be able to come up with the reason why you're dreaming about your ex. 3. This is what it means if you dream that a recent ex has expressed a desire to get back together with you. This is a fairly common dream that a lot of people who are fresh from breakups tend to have. They claim that they have dreams about their exes expressing a desire to get back together with them, exes who ask for forgiveness and reconciliation. But what you have to know is that this doesn't automatically translate to the same kind of narrative in real life. In fact, it might be a sign that you're the one who is exploring this idea. It might prove that you are the one who is interested in dipping your feet back into the water with your ex. 4. This is what it means if you dream that a recent ex just rejected you. This is a very vivid dream that a lot of people have, especially when they are fresh from breakups. And more often than not, this dream is trying to convey one very simple message. It is your subconscious trying to help you come to terms with the reality of the situation that you're in. You might be too stubborn to contemplate the truth in real life. And that is why your intuition is trying to communicate with you through your dreams. It's your subconscious trying to tell you that it's time for you to move on because there's no way that you're getting things back to the way that they were. 5. This is what it means if you dream that you were back in a toxic relationship. You might have had an ex who cheated on you in the past. You might have had an ex who was always abusing you and manipulating you. You might have had an ex who brought a lot of anxiety, pressure, turmoil, and toxicity into your life. It might have taken every ounce of strength and bravery within you to just leave that relationship altogether. But sometimes, a lot of unresolved issues and feelings can still remain. Most likely, you're still beating yourself up over the fact that you stayed in that relationship for too long. You might be regretting ever getting into that relationship in the first place. And when that's the case, it's important that you are able to just find a way to forgive yourself. This is what your subconscious is trying to teach you, the art of self-forgiveness.